Hey everybody, it's your Simmer here. Welcome back here to Reliable Hauling as we're working with the GDC Extreme Edition Economy mod and several other GDC add-ons that, are in testing like traffic behavior and so forth, but just enjoying the work of going through and earning our living. All right, the goal is to head west. It's also to try, if possible, to stay under 400 miles for a job. Doesn't look like we can do that this time. Our only option here out of Sydney, which I am surprised because there was a fair amount of shippers in town, but our only option to go west is here to Rock Springs. So it's going to be not a high earner. We're only getting 20 cents a mile, moving some construction houses. Let's hop in and get going. All right, so good old fashioned international here. Old school, but yeah, short trailer. Thing looks in order here. We should be good. And again, nothing in the dash because, like I said, it's an old school vehicle, so I didn't have built-in navigation systems in the dashboards back in the day. So we'll keep it up there. And we'll get ourselves out of here and get going. So yeah, don't mind driving the older trucks, but just again, I've shared probably quite regularly that, yeah, when I purchase one, I'm definitely going to be targeting something else. But again, the reality of this series with the extreme economy is we may have to pick up a truck at some point that is less than our desired goal, and other than that, we might just be waiting hundreds and hundreds of additional routes. I don't know. We'll see. But I guess we can go faster. We can go 45 here. I'm like, I see a dirt road. I'm just kind of going slow by nature because usually you'll rattle yourself to death, but it's not too bad here.
Get ready to turn left.
So, got the BP. Let's take a look. I mean, we're not going through anything newish. So yeah, we're coming up here, and then yeah, I guess this is considered part of Rock Springs, but so we're going up that way. And we'll be close to some states on the west there. That might be okay. Can't really see out the window. I'm like, what is going on? Just odd to see a boat actually like that big in the middle of Nebraska. I don't think there's any giant waterways here, so but
get ready to turn left.
That's what we have. You can see there where we had delivered to Waste Management, kind of across town a little bit. Cross traffic does not stop. So let's remember that. Alright, he's... So now we still may trigger something. So the AI traffic behavior mod didn't keep that one moving. But I'm like, at this point, like, I'm not going to cross in front of him, so... Alright. Get going. And, yeah, we want to go west, so... Well, but we're not going Sydney west, so... It's not going to be here yet. Yeah, definitely take an I-80 over. At this point, Not sure which way we're headed. All right, we'll go to 55 so we can go a little quicker. Yeah, last event, because we had to go around the state park, national park, that we couldn't drive through legally because we didn't want to get fined again like we did a couple runs ago. We almost ran out of fuel. We had 6 gallons left, but no detour this time. But I'm thinking we're going to be coming from the right, so I'm going to turn on my signal my intentions a little bit early, but given what we've discovered, yeah, I don't think we're going to the left. So, more than likely, again, given the distance, this'll consume all the daytime. We'll then be back at night. I know there was a recent commenter kind of saying, hey, try driving during the day. You can see more. I understand that, but the reality of how these type of series works is not that. We drive constantly. Partially, oh, we've got a bunch of chargers, but see, can you get to those? Because I was talking about, although I think that was in Euro Truck. I'd driven an electric truck, and I'm like, just not sure, because I don't know that the chargers exist at all the gas stations. So I'd have to really think through if that would be a viable option to own or not. Right. So I assume we're going to be able to go to at least 65. Oh, he's kind of getting on slowly, but reasonably. So while I would have liked a faster merge, just didn't happen. But I don't think that's a problem. So what's over there? Is it this Montera's? I guess. It's a photo opportunity of some sort, so. But yeah, no real new roads. Just the transition. Hopefully this will be one of those days where we just have nice weather and we're just able to drive. And really have a good solid day without clouds and rain, because we're now in winter precipitation probabilities, which are substantially lower, almost half of what they were in the fall. So that is nice. I'm gonna pop the head tracking off now because I think most of this trip is going to be interstate. I mean, the challenge becomes if I suddenly have to switch lanes, but this I think will be a good testament to the AI behavior. Now I can go quicker here, so we're going to do that. But trucks will stay in the left lane. They won't, normally do anything erratic and crazy, which includes catching up to you super fast. So we're going to take a quick look. Yeah, just some trucks behind us, but nothing coming up in the left lane. I thought I was hearing something in my ear, so I wanted to just know if there was a vehicle next to me or not. But I feel like I just saw exit 38. But I think it was coming a different direction, but it's kind of interesting. A little sharp there. But we are catching up to traffic. Got a train out there. port of entry. We're going to have to pull over and get inspected. We'll find out in a moment. Nope, we get to keep going. Right, now we do want to move over. We're able to do that. I guess we'll... do we pass the other one too? Maybe. There was nobody behind us right away, so... just otherwise I think we'll catch that truck pretty fast. Now we've got the Cheyenne exits. But yeah, with the winter weather, our daytime cycle is obviously significantly slower than it will be later in the year. So it's harder to drive during the daytime for sure. Some of the issues are you can't really sleep as a quick job driver because the jobs don't give you time to pull into a rest area. But you know, and I suppose as I think on that, getting to the longer distances, I suppose that is a positive in a series like this, because then yes, I could, like a normal load, you know, because I think our next jump is 600 miles, which is not that much more, you know, but it's a couple hundred miles more than we have now.
Keep left.
But, and I don't know that 600 always pushes us to, hey, we can sleep. But if we do have the ability to rest, like we could burn through 10 hours of the nighttime each time we go. So, and I think once we hit level 2, then that will be what we up to. We're still not going to apply a point to distance because we can already go that far with the way the mod works as it is anyway. But below 300 to go. He seems to be struggling a bit. We're slowing down, so got a little bit of a climb. The distance we're going, I'm thinking we're going to get to some of the bigger mountains in Colorado here to get through them. Goodness, 67. Yeah, I forgot to turn off the head tracking. So, interesting that it's showing me US Route 30. I'll head over here. Looks like we have someone behind us. Right, whoops. Let's slow down. We are at 65. We will absolutely get a speeding penalty for the level we were at. Turn the head tracking back off there. Alright, now, yeah, we're right back at 75 again. Wrong button. I wanted to move the speed up and then turn the camera on instead. For a split second, but realized the error of my ways. Alright. But yeah, the AI would have kind of normally run over there. But the new traffic behavior doesn't do that, because it does what it should. Which is really, really nice. Yeah, it's hard to estimate or kind of put into words the difference in just feeling of how it feels to now be in the truck sim with the different traffic behavior. it's just much more relaxed, and it just feels so much more realistic. This is really what you'd have. I mean, you might get into like gaggles of cars or something that become a passing challenge, whatever, but you know, mid-afternoon traffic, light traffic out in the middle of the Midwest, certainly not abnormal in any way. Alright, Shell gas station. Obviously, a couple big truck stops on each side there. We are still not yet below 200 Rock Springs. I think it said 154, but yeah, we do have to get through it and up. So that may be accurate. But we're still not seeing any, big mountains looming anywhere. We're kind of still on the eastern side of the state. Are they pulled over? They are. But that's the thing, like, just not having traffic by you constantly is very nice and very refreshing, that we can just drive. Another refinery. I think we had one of those last run as well that we saw on the way. It's like we're starting to catch that. I'm not sure if it's an Amazon truck. It's the right color, but I don't know that that's what it is. But yeah, keeps passing over hills. I'm like, is it still there? There's Rollins. We had gone, I think this is where we had gone into Colorado with the hopes of continuing further west, and then our hopes were dashed. But, yep. You can see we had exited there and gone that way. And it'll be similar when we get to Rock Springs. We'll have to go to the right. Alright, so we got a bus coming in. Should see a pretty clean merge. Yeah, I mean, they slowed down a little bit to just take a look, but we're in good shape. Do want to pop back, because obviously we're not really catching that truck that much, which makes sense. Because again, merging traffic doesn't automatically get catapulted like it used to as well. So you do have to pay attention to that a little bit more and really do the, hey, move to the right thing, or you're going to have to hit your brakes. Or move to the left. Don't know why I said move to the right. Maybe I was turning right subliminally. That's what was in my head. Yeah, almost positive. Yep, more to prime. So it is, in fact, an Amazon truck. So, I don't know why the lanes, like why I can't stay in the lane appropriately. Okay. I always gotta look when I'm passing vehicles that often and quickly. Like, did the speed limit change, but I missed it? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Not quite sure why we wouldn't have kept left here, why it felt that on this exit it needed to announce that. But it did. Alright. Rock Springs 61. But wintertime, 2 p.m. kind of already starting to get dark. Like, we're in the fading twilight. It's not going to be dark for another 3 or 4 hours, but we're not in bright daylight anymore. So yeah, just the typical Western terrain, just kind of dry, sandy looking. Probably a good time since I don't have much else to chat about. If you haven't liked or subscribed, please go ahead and consider doing that. It's greatly appreciated. Always looking to grow. We're creeping up on 2,000, but it's been taking a long, long time to get these last couple hundred. You know, I'd love to break the 10,000 subscriber barrier. I'm just not sure if that's going to be in the cards. It's seems so far away. But as I've seen in other things, sometimes it just takes a couple viral things to break a channel. Suddenly you get discovered, people find you. Because, you know, there's so many of these folks doing simming out there, I'm sure, that it just gets challenging to even probably get recommended to people, let alone capture someone's attention.
Right. And then exit right.
Especially in long type. Whoop. I just turned off my mirror.
Exit right.
Ah, my goodness. I've got my head tracking set wrong because I had the head like turned already and then I couldn't make it work.
Right.
So sorry.
And then turn right.
Was not expecting it that early, I guess. So we've gone this way before. I guess we did see that it, like, we came from the state up there. This might be when we went to Jackson. So we may have gotten nearby there, but again, the delivery point is off, and it's not another new town. It's just Rock Springs. But yeah, I vaguely remember talking about the Texas Roadhouse and the Loves and the... Because I think we were here at night, and there was nothing to see except the thing is right at the intersection. So... But the reality in the series and in the time of year we're in is, yeah, we get one daylight run. You know, if I had like little 200-mile runs, I might be able to do 2 runs during the day. But the reality is it does turn into like 1 episode in the daylight, and then we're back into darkness. Alright, don't want to go too fast. Not sure where the train tracks are. Sounds like he's to the left, but obviously we can't see him. Alright, able to speed up to 45, but are we then speeding up again, or do we need to wait? Want to take a peek again. Nobody's coming up on us. Alright, don't want to get slammed. Alright, 70 is the limit, not 75. But we've got a good distance. Yeah, oh yeah, I remember this one and we heard a train, so this is always a little dangerous. I would hope there's some logic in the game, like if you're coming up on a train track at speed, that it's not going to create a really bad wreck for you. Because the reality of the sim is, as soon as that gate starts to move, it slams down an invisible wall across the road, and you'll run into that and smack into it. And do significant damage. Interesting. Like, I didn't take a detour, and yes, I took that turn quickly, but I'm like, I'm able to do it, but no, it tightened up, so. Now, this is always a challenge, especially with the new traffic behavior mod about, we catch this guy, do we pass him? Do we have room to pass him? Because, like, right now, it might. Yeah, it's a no passing zone because we've got a road merging in here. He's turning as well. But that helps, gets him out of the way. And we're only able to go 40. So in more cities, Wyoming, this would be a city, which I'm pretty sure I probably said in the other video as well. Because there's not much else to say. It's the big sandy river. I've heard of this, but yes, Jackson is 132, so we definitely had gone this way to get to Jackson, but we're not going nearly as far. We only have 35 miles to go. Yeah, no passing zone. So, yeah, 40 miles an hour in a 70. Not helping with the timeliness of getting to places. This may be the road here. We may need to turn left here. And then go up and around.
Left.
Yep.
And then turn left.
Because it was like a pretty big spot here.
Turn left.
Alright, so we got that cattle crosser there. But yeah, it's like tucked away behind the hill, behind the mountain. But it was still like 20 miles when we turned, so it definitely had some length. It'll be interesting to see what's available next. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to the changes in the simulation engine to really try out the, you know, strategy of how you're building out and like what does this run set me up to do next type of thing. Because some of what we'll be able to do, and that is the benefit of discovering more and more places, is we'll be able to look ahead like a dispatcher would and start to figure out, all right, yeah, I've got another load potentially, or I've got these type of loads available in this location that I'm going to. Turn, what? No, that can't be right. Turn left. Why would it take me that way? Yeah, that makes no sense. So, yeah, I think we really want to go here. I mean, it might prove me wrong. But yeah, I'm guessing this is just an oil field out here.
When possible, make a U-turn.
No, I'm not going to make any kind of U-turn. Now, again, it might be that the way I need to get in is, yeah, this is a tricky one with barriers hidden. Really pay attention.
When possible, make a U-turn.
Okay, I'm just going slow because I
Finding
Can't
a new route.
entirely tell, but yeah, it may be like set up this way, where it's like, you know, hey, we want to deliver here. Was it right there?
When possible, make a U-turn.
Alright. Is it? Okay, I see. So no, I would say this was the right way. Because coming in the other way, I mean, it wouldn't be vastly different. But it would be a bit challenging. Alright, what kind of look do we have? So I think that's actually not bad. 'Cause yeah, I think it's there next to the... Are we gonna be able to turn? Just suddenly seems like I can't get over there sharply enough. We'll go slow, because, yeah, I think we're sadly coming up on... I think we bumped into that vehicle, which obviously we don't want to do. Okay. So there is the spot, but yeah, we need to squeak by there, and then, right, why? Let me reset. Oh, well, part of it is I'm an idiot. I'm gonna need to reset my head tracking, because I think I'm just set wrong to really get a good view out the back. So yeah, we need to go that way a little bit. But not that much, so sorry for the frog in the throat. Can't easily mute now to clear it, so we'll try to muscle our way through. It seems to have gone away. But I would say this is, again, not a basic parking, so this should not be 40 XP. We'll see what happens. But yeah, this one's a bit more involved, for sure. Oh, alright. Could be good there. And then just get ourselves in. Alright. Nicely done. It's always nice when we don't have to, you know, keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So, yeah, 90. Nice. Alright, so that gets us to 28,000, not quite 186, so we have a little over 4,000 to go. But almost 5,000 profit. Certainly isn't helpful that I, you know, got all those fines and stuff recently, so gotta stay away, gotta drive clean. That is gonna help me with things, but I will see you next time.